picture was hilarious. It's good. Asiala, you said you be watching from Cleveland, Ohio. That's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? You know, Ohio, home of LeBron. Cleveland is. Oh yeah, they call it the land. You know what I'm saying? Land and all that. Content official. Thanks, my G. I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate the okay. Trying to change the picture to the live, man. I don't. How do you do this? Oh, all right. Yo, you see this Coach to Ghost thing though? He signed a Gucci Mane. Let's change this picture, yo. I'm saying I would play music. I don't want to get. You know what I'm saying, you know, I don't get no label to claim my stuff like nothing like that. I put up the coach thing. You know what I'm saying, coach literally just signed like today or yesterday. They claimed you know what I'm saying, whatever the revenue on that video I did about the Favi thing with coach. I was like, damn. I'm like, oh, he really did sign. I was like, all right. That was up for a minute too. I hit. I see Gucci too. Signed a lot of new artists. Yeah, man. It's like, how did he sign? How did he sign? Like that was crazy. Cause I saw him put out that video like, yo, whoever want to sign the 1017, holla at me. You know what I'm saying? And the next thing you know, and then he just signs Coast to Coast. I was like, damn, he was serious about that. Usually when dudes say that, I see Rich the Kid say that like every other day. Like, yo, trying to hire some niggas to you know what I'm saying? Roll some weed and you know, word though. That's crazy though. You know what I'm saying? I remember Coach the Ghost just last year. They did the just certain videos. I'm like, damn, like I didn't even recognize something. Like, he was the dude that looked the scariest out of all of them. Like, okay, you never really saw his face. He used to hide his face in videos with the fitted. I'm like, yo, this dude is crazy. That's good though. I'm happy to see him sign though. There was so many people that just was in the comments like saying like, yo, like mad Coach the Ghost fans and like Blicky fans were like, yo, Favi, that's why you mad, cause you know what I mean, Coach the Ghost sign, he got more money than you. And I'm like, damn, like, what do you have? Like, he just signed, like, relax, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not on no, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, of course, I'm definitely not taking a side, but it's like, let the dude get signed, let him do what he got to do, and start getting that push that he needs. Like, don't be already like, yo, this and that. I mean, let him actually do it. You know what I'm saying? It's that overhype that might, you know what I'm saying? You be getting overhyped sometimes. Word though, bro. I'm hyped for, I'm saying, Coach, though, man. crazy. Some already back the Wraith out. I'm like, oh, Audi, oh yeah, it was good. Audi, cooling. You know what I'm saying, low key smacked in the cut. You know, or let you want to hear my thoughts on this topic? Yeah, man, that's why this live sometime. You know, I'll just be sitting here sometimes, like but yeah, man, I'm like I said before, man, I'm definitely hyped that Coach got signed, man. Out of all people, you know, let's look back at last year, like if you would look at if there was a top 10 of drill rappers, you probably wouldn't pick him to be signed by Gucci Mane. You know what I'm saying, so that's definitely it's a big thing. Definitely a surprise to him. You know what I'm saying? That's why whatever you put out, just make sure it's hard though, because he didn't even have that many songs. He got 2 songs out, bro. That to my knowledge. You know what I'm saying? The Wu K songs and stuff like that. Like part 1 and 2, those are the ones I remember. And like after that, I didn't really hear too much music from and then he popped up with this and it was like, damn, he got signed off that. You know what I'm saying? He's an official, like he's I think he's a dope lyricist. You know what I'm saying? I think him, Tutu, you know what I mean? Coca, those guys are like over there. They're more lyrically focused. You know what I'm saying? Well, at first I didn't believe it. At first I was like, you know what I'm saying? There was so many people in the comments on that Favi video. Yeah, he got flow. He definitely got flow. You know what I'm saying? There was there was people like in the comments on that Favi video. They was all like, you know what I'm saying? Like Favi fans and Coach fans arguing like, yo, this and that. As soon as Gucci Mane put up Coach's video, everyone like jumped in the comments like, yo, you know what I'm saying? That's why you mad, Favi. He got more money than you now and he got more jewelry. I was like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? They in the comments arguing right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like relax though. I don't want people to gas him. Like I want him to, you know what I'm saying? And definitely enjoy it. Definitely be thankful, grateful, hype, because he definitely came a long way since last year around this time when stuff started to pop off for everyone. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, still early, but I'm definitely hype for him. Definitely hype for him, you know what I'm saying? And he could definitely if whatever he wants to do, he could do it. If his focus is trying to get a record, let him work towards getting a record. If his focus is, you know what I'm saying, trying to build solid projects and have solid, you know what I'm saying, solid content, solid albums, let him do that. You know what I mean? Focus on the lyrical stuff, let him do that. You know what I'm saying? Or, but don't already compare, you know, don't already try to compare him and Favi already as individuals. We already got like a record, whole album being pushed by the label, mad stuff, you know what I'm saying? And he's like lit right now, as in like, he did a lot, you know what I'm saying? So, but I want Coach to have his time too, just like everybody. You know what I'm saying? I want to see everybody eat. So. It's crazy. I think Coca MV Kane is still locked up too, man. I was on his shit. He said he was coming out in a few days. I was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. They said well, I don't know who said this, but on his page, on his IG, he said he was coming out in a few, but I don't know, man. I'm hyped for that. I'm pretty hyped for that. Like his videos did the best. Like yeah, I had some real good videos, man. We can't. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, man. Some dope stuff was born from some MVK and Pop Smoke videos. You know what I'm saying? You know. Yeah, definitely. I definitely hope the beef. You know what I'm saying simmers down. You know what I mean, I don't think it's. I don't know if it's at the same and this is just me. Talking as a listener of music. I don't think it's at the same pace. Because it's like just naturally when you mental math when you think about it, if dudes is getting a bunch of money, I don't think they're kind of on the block, mad, trying to rob people, find people, do things. You know what I'm saying? Smash people's girls. Now they could get their own girls. You know what I'm saying? Now they get whatever IG girls stuff like that. Now they're in fancy hotels, whatever. Not really on the block, just ready for that action all the time. Now they're, you know what I mean? I don't think Coach Lewis is outside all the time. You know what I mean? Probably like how he used to trapping or whatever. I think he's. I think once you take yourself out of that position, you're more, you know, it's more likely for you to be uh, successful than doing the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, now you got IG thoughts instead of trying to smash the ops girls. Cause in all these dudes' songs, like you be a lot of the underground songs, they always talking about smashing like optreaces and stuff like that. I'm like, damn, that dude said that sounds kind of hard though. I'm not in a gang, but that's you know what I'm saying. I'm like, damn, there's like a whole culture of that. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all got IG thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I always hear that in the songs. They're smashing the ops treaches and stuff like that. He was looking crazy. Yeah, bro. I said that. That's what I said in the I did a few videos on that situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Definitely. That's the scene. Like, that's like if you see 10 dudes like that. If those same 10 dudes were standing in front of the chicken spot, I'm not going in. I'm eating McDonald's that day. For real. They was in the back. They was on the You know what I'm saying? You see how drill rap is going now? Like we saw the heights of Pop Smoke and everything, like, traveling in France, doing fashion shows. They brought it back to the old drill stuff. I'm like, damn man. Like they don't even care. Like for real though. They brought it back to that essence of that old, you know what I mean, New York drill, bunch of dudes in the hallway, bandanas on, one revolver or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? Although it was definitely not good, it was like, damn, but I definitely don't hope. When I look at this, I kind of look at it as just the imagery. Like you're painting an imagery. You're doing this. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot has changed since he dropped that video as well. He just posted a picture up of him standing next to a wraith, matching the wraith, a red wraith. He had all red on, matching it. Like, oh, all right. You know what I mean? You look at that video, you probably think he's outside right now, sitting on a crate. You know what I'm saying? Rolling up papers in Fronto with Mad Fronto. Nah, he's probably chilling somewhere. So that's the crazy thing about drill rap. When people first see these dudes, you know what I'm saying, they mad grimy. Their first song, they mad grimy. They talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? By the time mad people find out about them, these dudes are like, man, they got money. You know what I'm saying? They chilling. He said, I hope he don't sign a 360. I don't know, man. You know what I mean? I try not to, you know what I'm saying? Because I kind of like whatever I study, whatever hip hop, rap, stuff like that. So I kind of don't automatically jump and say, yo, it's a 360 deal. Because I kind of feel like people use that and don't really know what they be saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, I hope he signs a deal that's beneficial to him, whatever he feels that is. Gucci beefing with his ex crew members, too. Of course, come on, bro. You said that's not a problem. Come on, bro. This is a Brooklyn drill rapper. That's probably why Gucci feels like comfortable signing him because he's not gonna sign a dude that's just saying keeping it 100. He's not signing a dude that's a punk. Like he's not signing. You know what I'm saying? He's not. He's probably gonna sign another gangster. I'm gonna keep it 100. Because although that matches up with his image and his music, so it'll mesh together. It won't be hard to promote him. Um, I think whatever when they in the club in Atlanta or stuff like that and bringing him out. You know what I mean? He want to look. You know what I mean? You want to that he can't have his image being messed up. Gucci's a real dude. He clapped the dude and got away with it. So like, I think he's trying to keep that up. Want to stay official. Like Tutu and Kodak. Um, like Tutu and Kodak. I think it's a little different. Kodak and Tutu's like the same age though. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with a dude your age signing you or someone just signing you, whatever. But or he's younger than you, whatever. Got money and stuff like that. He's popping. But Gucci's been in the game for years, and he's definitely older, but definitely been in the game for years. So I think it's a different situation. You know what I mean? And I'm just being 100. I don't think Gucci's about to go to jail for carrying a grip or something like that. And that's not even bad. What Kodak Black did, he's the Gucci Mane is not going to jail for something like that, bro. I think when you want to talk about, and this is just specifically like liabilities, because that's what they talk about in business, liabilities, and we're talking about what's going to benefit Coast to Ghost. You know what I'm saying? I think Gucci Mane is more well rounded. Kodak is our age, like you know what I'm saying? You know, that's like having a football coach being your age. Y'all gonna be wilding. Y'all gonna be doing all type of crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? You said Tutu a better artist to me flow wise. I don't know. I think the thing about Coast to Ghost that's dope is that he doesn't have that much music out, and he's a different sound, so it's a different breeze, it's a different breath of fresh air. Like, you know, the sound is not being, it's new sounds. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these is new sounds. It's not old flows. It's not trying to relive old school New York City. It's like everything is new at this point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Like coach got a different. He got a different sound, a different flow. You know what I'm saying? And like I remember the first two songs I heard, Wu K Part One and Two. I was like, yo, this dude is a problem. And I said that last year on one of those videos. I'm like, this dude Coast to Ghost. I don't know too much about him. He's nice. If he puts out music, he'll be dope. And that's just, that's up to him. And he's doing his thing now. So, what do you think Tutu should do if Kodak is in there for mad years? I think Tutu's gonna be all right because it's like people say like, yo, label problems, but yo, if you just drop mixtapes, just work quote unquote hard, like a lot of the down south rappers do. Those dudes that drop 800 mixtapes before they let somebody stop them from putting music out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like those dudes go crazy. So, you know what I mean? I don't think anything, is I don't think um Kodak going to jail should hold Tutu back, you know what I'm saying? Cuz he got it from drill rap. We're not talking about a dude that was manufactured by the label. This is a dude that is profiting off of a popping scene right now that he helped build. So it's like he's signed, but I don't think he necessarily needs Kodak with him to help him. Should he dip and sign to a new label? Um, should he dip and sign to a new label? I don't know. That's up to you know what I'm saying. Cause we don't. I don't. Me personally, would you? Yeah, I probably would have got up out of it. I'm just keep it on it. No, I'm saying between Kodak and Tutu. Oh, between Kodak and Tutu. You said yes, sir. Gucci is a good look. Word. That's a fact. I don't know what I'm trying to remember what this dude's talking about. Oh, so I was saying Coast to Ghost was uh, I don't know. I just had a whole spiel on that and that come through me off. You know what I'm saying? But where signing the Gucci is definitely a good look though. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think the fact that he signed Coach is an even better look because it's like yeah, Gucci's a good look, but if he signed somebody that you can't just sign anybody. The fact that he signed Coach, I think that's a good pickup right there. I think that's a good pickup. You know what I'm saying? And that's a dope mess right there because it's like I feel like everything kind of adds up. You know, just like how Tutu and Kodak definitely probably would have worked a little bit more better if Kodak was out. You know, they probably would have had some dope records and stuff like that. You know, like when Kodak was out, when Tutu spin the block all that, and then that freestyle where Tutu was talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? I think stuff like that helped. You know, but so you saying Kodak and Tutu who was better between Kodak and Tutu? I don't know. I'm not really come on, bro. Like, word though, bro. Definitely a good look for Coast to Ghost. You know. So you say you like Tutu slow better? Oh, than Kodak? No, I kind of wanted the Tutu and Coach combo. That's more focused in, but Tutu and Kodak. I mean, it's hard to Kodak has a lot of different music than Tutu. You know, Kodak be singing and stuff like that. I don't know. It's different. I think it's different. It comes from a different place. You know what I'm saying? That's like comparing a left tackle to a wide receiver. You know what I mean? They from two different places. So it's pretty much a different genre of music. I'm gonna keep it on it. Like, because a lot of people say, New York drill rap is like its own genre now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. The Kodak is dope. I don't listen to too much Kodak. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to like Kodak in public, man, because I'm so used to, you know what I'm saying? I remember when Kodak said what he said about Nipsey and Lauren London and stuff like that, and I don't know, man. That's like, oh, that was kind of crazy. That was crazy. But I don't think Tutu being signed to Kodak should like affect him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I think with this type of rap, certain stuff is not gonna affect you, man. Like I remember when certain stuff happened with Kodak, with certain stuff with Kodak. You know what I'm saying? I look at Tutu and I'm like, damn. Like just over the years since he been signed to Kodak, I'm like, yo, how Tutu feel about just cause me, like I've been knowing about, you know what I'm saying? Brooklyn, Brooklyn drill and stuff like that. So for years. So I'm like, I've just been looking like, yo, how Tutu feel about that? Like, does that affect him? You know what I'm saying? I just always thinking like that, but I don't think it should really affect him. Come on, bro. This is drill rap. This is Kodak Black. Their fan, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this genre of rap definitely is not really caring about. Cause yo, bro, come on, look at the videos up associated with some Brooklyn drill rap stuff, bro. Like you know what I mean? I'm not gonna get into too much detail, but certain stuff has happened, and I'm like, yo, these dudes would be canceled. Like, and half of this stuff is getting canceled, bro. But certain stuff just happened that I just seen floating around. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm on my tippy toe. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what this is. People might look at me, ask me about, yo, I don't know what's going on, bro. I don't jack that. And I'm not talking about no crime stuff. I'm not talking about no street stuff. Just stuff that's general public stuff, you know what I'm saying? But then I realized I'm like, yo, they don't care, bro. Like look at the general look at the you know, look where this stuff really stemmed from. Like, you're not gonna care about that. I'm like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? These dudes is rapping about being tough, being fly, getting chicks, you know what I'm saying, kicking them out. Like, come on, bro. And then so I think that's right up Tutu's alley. If you was like, imagine if Justin Bieber was signed to Kodak or something like that. Like Kodak was like, you know what? I want to get like a white boy. I want to get like a singing white boy. I want to get the new JB. I want to get the new Biebs. You know what I'm saying? It would be over. No, he would be out of there. You know what I'm saying, you got to go do Disney or something like that. It would be over for him. Like, you know what I'm saying, but this is Tutu. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is not like, what's that dude that Boosie signed? Shout out him too. I messed with that song. Yeah, that was hard. What's his name? Little Blurry. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably different too, because he really be rapping about some stuff. But more ago. I'm saying, let me look at this page right now. What was that last story? What was that last story on Kodak? I don't know. You said the last story on Kodak? Yo, there's mad last stories on Kodak. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just thinking couldn't even think. I mean, I guess you know what I'm saying, fighting, they was beating him up or something like that. He look good now. I mean, I hope he's doing good, man. Bro, coach don't know Gucci gonna be taking his money. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like when people see dudes get signed, you know what I'm saying, they think, yo, bro, we seeing the 360. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, of course he's gonna be taking his money. He signed him. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you said yeah, because the CEOs jumped him, Kodak. Yeah, man. That happened like I think that happened last year too. I don't know. I don't be mad stories with Kodak. Bro. I'll be definitely paying attention closely, but I'll be like, I don't know, man. You said, bro, coach don't know Gucci. Just like he do to his other artists. Who are Gucci's other artists, bro? I don't know who are these artists, bro. I've never heard nothing like that. That he's taking their money. This is not even public knowledge. This is not, this is not something that's popular. I never heard that from, the way people talk about Gucci. You know what I'm saying? He be taking his money. They be he taking his artist money. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Frenchie? Oh, that's crazy. That was mad years ago, bro. And wasn't he signed to Waka? That's crazy. That's it. Y'all brought up Frenchie. So y'all, so you saying that because Frenchie B or something was signed to Gucci? Like come on, bro. I get it, but that was mad years ago, bro. Brick Squad and I think Brick Gang and stuff like that. I don't know, bro. I don't like. What would I know about that? That's what it's over. It's over money. I mean, hey, you know, hey, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? When we see, we got to do like Coach the Ghost. It's like, I can't see Coach the Ghost coming on Instagram talking about like, yo, man, I need my money, yo. Like, I think Coach the Ghost is like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't think he's, you know what I'm saying? I think they might have a good relationship based on, that's based on respect. That's what I hope. Seriously. So ever since Pop died, all these rappers claiming to be king of New York. I mean, that's what happened with Biggie died. Once Biggie died, Jay was saying he was the king. 50 came at Jay. Nas said he was the dude. And then it was just like that after that. And then, Hov is doing his thing and all that. You know what I'm saying? In terms of rappers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's competition. You know what I mean? I look at that King of New York stuff like it's like competition. You know what I mean? The best thing, you working in some sort of job is having some sort of competition that brings, you know what I mean? That brings you know what I'm saying? It's lit. If you like to compete or stuff like that, sports. It's who put out the best music, not antics. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And some people like to use the antics to help what they do. I mean, um, me personally, yeah, as y'all can see, I don't really do that type of stuff, you know. But I guess if it weighs out, because you look at dudes like 50 Cent, his career definitely turned out well, but in certain aspects, yeah, it's situational. I definitely say that. Cause certain, I think certain antics can help. You know what I mean? But you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta really you gotta weigh out your outcomes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But certain stuff, with Brooklyn drill, some of these could just be putting out music. You know what I mean? You don't really, a lot of songs don't really, you know what I mean? Certain stuff don't need to be said. But I mean, it is. It's crazy. Word though, man. I'm definitely happy for Coach. I remember when Favi said his name in jumping. You know what I'm saying? And then like what I mean, that song got really pop. That's when the whole drill stuff really started to take off in Brooklyn. And when Favi said, "Tell Coach I'm a Ghostbuster," I was like, "Yo, that's crazy that that people who normally wouldn't know who that is, because this stuff been going on for years, people who normally wouldn't know who that is, man. You know what I'm saying? The fact that they know who that is now, I'm like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? People don't even know what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I mean? You might be able to put that together, tell Coach I'm a Ghostbuster, you get that now. So people was probably yelling that, not knowing what he was talking about. Like, yeah, Ghostbusters, yeah. Didn't know what he was saying, but, yeah, or you said like that J line on 50? Like, what do you mean? You said what's up with Aladdin? That dude Aladdin Zantander, only I would know about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but Aladdin Zan, I don't know, man. I remember, when I first found out about, Brooklyn drill stuff like that. Not real, when I first, knew about it for years, but when I first got real interested in it, I heard about that dude. That's one of the first dudes I used to hear about. Videos of him getting boshed, slapped on the train. Even that first chef video was him. They beating him up in the video or something like that. Like, I don't know, man. Um, I hope he's doing good. There's a lot of weird videos with that. There's a lot of weird videos with that dude, man. I don't know. I think that's a little bit deep. That's deep in the rap. Like, I don't know, man. That name was weird to me though when I first heard it. Zantander. What does that mean? For a nigga to call you Aladdin, I don't like. I wouldn't want my nickname to be Aladdin, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100. That don't even sound like something lit. I get if you was the cool Indian nigga in the hood, and you was fly, so they called you Aladdin. You know what I'm saying, but you know, if you're just a nigga name, your nickname is Aladdin. Like, come on, bro. That's not really like. Because then once you see the name, and then once you see the videos associated with the name, it's like, all right, okay, I don't know about this one. Word though. You know what I'm saying about the just a few. You know what I'm saying. The word though, how y'all feel about that 6ix9ine Buddha song, bro? After days after, you know what I mean, I'm like, yo, this song is actually hard, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100. It's bad, bro. I'm gonna just keep it 100. The song is not bad. It's actually hard. Like, now that I listen to it, and now that every media outlet was covering it, and now it's definitely different. Like, I'm actually listening to the song now. It's like, because if we were outside and the song's getting played in cars, you're linking up with girls, you smoking bottles, stuff like that, and whatever you calling, then it's a little different. People would be going to the beach right now. It would be spring break. It would be lit. That song would go off. You know what I'm saying? And it's going off right now. And people probably still doing some of that stuff on the low. Kind of, might be a little bit dumb for some of that stuff, you know. But I think that it is a dope song. And I think dropping it right now, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like people's in the crib. You playing a party song. It's like, a turn up song like that. It's like, yeah, but, people really is not turning up right now. Like, like they normally would. So, or, and that's just me, critiquing the song. You know, Chef G dropped the album. I've been hearing the song. I think he's just playing it in the streets and stuff like that. So I didn't get a chance to like listen to it yet. I'll probably do that later. Like, finally, man. They've been lit, but it's definitely bigger. Pause. He said, so who could claim king right now? Um, so you've been listening, listen back. Who could claim king right now? I think the people that are kind of claiming king are definitely eligible for claiming king. You know what I'm saying? Little TG, I think he's eligible for the claim. Not that he necessarily should be king, but that's for him to decide and for the people, you know. And A Boogie saying he's the king, I definitely think that's definitely appropriate and eligible. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Um, when Pop was saying it, that was like, come on, bro. No one really. When Pop, that's the crazy thing about a lot of this king stuff. When Pop said he was the king of New York, who said something? Nobody said anything, bro. Like that was the funniest part about that whole thing. Like that, I said that in the video. I'm like, yo, man. Usually when people say they're the king of New York, it's like a whole like it's like the world. When 6ix9ine said it, people was like running around. Oh my God, no. When Pop said it, he was in a wraith. He was driving around, smoking a joint. You know what I'm saying, with papers in fronto, saying, king of New York, nigga. Like, and drove off. I was like, yeah, man. No one really said anything. Now it's like a whole big thing. Other rappers jumping in. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's some debates. You know what I mean? Because I kind of think, if A Boogie was, really just in every interview, every song, saying, "Yo, I'm the king, yo, I'm the king." Fuck this niggas, like just wearing it, like how Floyd kind of wears how he's the king. You know how certain dudes wear it, but you know what I'm saying. And like for that time that they reigned, they really was that dude. I think if A Boogie did that, then you know what I mean. He might not have. I don't want to call it a problem because he might. I don't know how he officially feels about that. But I think if he was just saying straight up, yo, every day he woke up, I'm the king. You know what I'm saying? I don't think, you know what I mean? I think little TJ would be reluctant to even pop out to say that because it's like, you know, the fans and stuff like that, by that time, they believe it. You know what I mean? And then there would definitely be some more resistance, you know what I'm saying? Right now, I think A Boogie literally just started saying, like, I'm the king of my city. You know what I mean? And he kind of hinted at it years ago. He said, I feel like the king of New York, my jeweler is better than yours. But that's not like, you know what I mean? Yeah, that was like one time, you know what I mean? But right now, I think it's definitely, I think it's definitely lit. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, A Boogie. And I think musically, if we want to talk about A Boogie versus Little TJ musically, we have to go A Boogie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just got too many classics, like the hybrids. He got just so many, man. Like, you know. I think TJ need to make some more moments, man. Make some more classic stuff. You know what I mean? Because I get the number stuff, but it's like, A Boogie kind of came out around the time that numbers aren't tracked the way they're tracked now. Like, you know what I mean? The numbers thing is fairly a new thing, you know what I mean? To track. Yeah, man. A Boogie got a body of work and it's dope songs. Like, when those songs came out, people weren't looking at the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you said no. Oh, no, but I was saying thinking different. You know what I'm saying? You said nobody, it's up for grabs. Yeah, and numbers can't make you king. Like you look at Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke didn't have like out of this world numbers. Like that's the reason why he was king. No, he was king because people knew. You know what I'm saying? He was king because every girl in every school wanted him. He was king because he was like that real street dude that people already knew about, and like he had dope music to go along with it. You know what I'm saying? Just because you got numbers, there's mad dudes who got numbers. Nobody cares about them. You know what I'm saying? At all. Like y'all know these dudes. No one cares. You know what I'm saying? No one really likes them like that. It's just whack. Like it's not about numbers. Like I don't think it is. I think numbers. If you dope and got numbers, that makes it all better. You know what I'm saying? But I think the thing with Lil TJ is kind of hype because his numbers is. You know what I mean? He got some of those songs that got numbers kind of trash to me. I haven't really wanted to say it because I don't want to hate on anything New York, but that's just how I feel with the A Boogie Little TJ comparison. You said Pop had next door. I was rooting for Son. Yeah, because it was definitely like with Pop, it was the impact, man. It was all about impact. You know what I'm saying? Because he was climbing up there. You saw his numbers. And once he really started to get the numbers, it was like, damn. That's like all the, the intangibles and stuff like that. But, you know what I mean? It's definitely up for grabs, but I don't know, man, because some of these dudes been rapping for a while, but it's like, this stuff is really, it's becoming more, I don't want to say mainstream, it's becoming more popular, you know? So, people going back looking at the old stuff and stuff like that, but, you know. But if we want to talk about the convo, I think, definitely A Boogie, Little TJ. Brooklyn, I think Brooklyn is kind of its own conversation in Brooklyn drill itself. Like Chef G may think he's a king, Tutu may think he's a king. But when we talk about King of New York, that's definitely a little different. When you talk about King of New York, you got to bring the best dude out of Brooklyn, and then he, is competes for can compete like King of New York. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta to be King of New York, you gotta win Brooklyn first. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I look at it. Like and then the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how it is. It's kind of like who's the best in that borough, and that's kind of how it's going. You know what I'm saying? Because you see, you know, um, like Lil TJ and A Boogie, they're both from the Bronx and stuff like that. And then you see the Brooklyn, they got their own beefs. You know what I mean? That's how it is. And Brooklyn, musically, when we want to talk about rap, Brooklyn has the most rappers. That's just how it's been for like the past 5 years. Like all the rap has been from Brooklyn. Like most of the lit ones are from Brooklyn. Oh, well not majority, because A Boogie's, like national artists and stuff like that. Lit and stuff like that. A lot of numbers and stuff like that. Plaques, platinum albums and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And Lil TJ got numbers too. You know, but I think there's just there's more. You know, like rappers. This dude who, whatever, verified on Instagram. You know. Because people think outside of New York, they probably think, but really in New York, if you know, man, a lot of the rappers, just quantity is from Brooklyn. In fact, after Bobby, everyone on Tom and trying to be next, exactly, bro. It started a whole new culture and scene. You know what I'm saying? You said who the fuck told you can speak just because you got a phone? Who told me I can? Mr. Kearney. Who's this guy? Mr. Kearney. I don't know if I'm gonna respond to that maybe later. But you said facts. After Bobby got out, everyone on time and be next to the Brooklyn. Exactly, bro. It created like this whole scene and everything. You know what I mean? Like Favi ran with GS9 and all. You know what I mean? Like, bro, there's other parts. You know what I'm saying? There's dudes doing drill rap in certain parts of New York because, you know what I'm saying? Brooklyn. Like a lot of this stuff, Brooklyn is low key the nucleus for a lot of stuff right now. I'll keep it 100. Like, and I've been saying this for years. Like, yo, Brooklyn, they got the rappers. Like it's really easy to become a rapper in Brooklyn and get lit. It's way easier if you're in Brooklyn and from Brooklyn. Not just in Brooklyn. You can't just move to Brooklyn. Like, no, unless you got a cousin or something like that. But if you're from Brooklyn, then yeah, you could probably get popping easier than just someone anywhere else. I think. Like it's actually a market. Like as crazy as that sounds, there's a market for that. Like, is it just Rondo number 9 that inspired Brooklyn? I don't know, bro. I think the whole Chicago scene inspired Brooklyn. I think the whole Chicago scene inspired the UK as well. Or Who's this dude, Mr. Kearney? Um, he said, "Who told you you could speak just because you got a phone?" I don't know. I feel like I could speak on a lot of this stuff because I actually know some of the like some like I know people from Brooklyn, stuff like that. Oh, he left. I don't know. That's why like I'm interested in some of this stuff. I went to school like with some of these dudes and stuff like that right before this stuff popped off. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely dope to see, you know, dudes from Brooklyn winning. You know, the word though, bro. I've been on for almost an hour. Yeah, man. When he said that, I didn't even. I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna respond to that. But yeah, man. I don't know, man. Like, is coach gonna drop an album or something? Like, that'd be crazy. Like, if coach drops a album or a tape, bro. You know what I'm saying? You said, good, bro. Keep on your grind. About to head up. All right, yo. I'll let you. I'm gonna do the same. Stay on the grind. You already know that, bro. Be safe. You know what I'm saying. You said you mad, Woody. Thanks, man. That dude was. I don't know. That dude was being weird. You always get weirdos. If you're on for like at least an hour live on YouTube, like, come on, bro. This is YouTube, bro. As much as Brooklyn drill rap, some cool stuff, come on, bro. You definitely gonna get some guys. That's kind of off the rocker. I'll say that. Hold up or something. Yo, there's a lot of unreleased Pop Smoke heat, man. Like, so a lot of these songs are really like dope, bro. Keep it on. Like a lot of the unreleased pop stuff is like grimy street stuff. You know what I'm saying? That was just on YouTube, or like you know what I mean, or people are rediscovering, so people are re-uploading. So it's like old street records. Yeah, I heard the album was dropping. I don't know if these are the same. I don't know if some of these tracks are gonna be on the album though. I don't know. Like I really wonder what they have because that dude had a lot of music, man. Like it's just crazy. Like mad unreleased. Like he was dope because he just let his unreleased music just go out because he knew, at the end of the day, I'm saying that's where your fans is going to bump, bro. I'm saying a lot of dudes kind of I like whatever take it down. I think it's dope to have it up. I'll keep it 100. Kind of gives your fans somewhere to go bump it at least. It gets like a buzz. You can't just have no buzz out here, right? At least something, and that'll get some hype. I mean, for the whole cake, which is the album. Pause. I said he was up next. Word, bro. That's a fact. It's hot today. Damn. Yo, someone commented, "Yo, if Fabio supports Pop Smoke, why he making a song with Drake? What is it? What does that even mean?" He had the USA starting to pay attention. Yeah, man, definitely. He definitely brought some odds on drill and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And he's getting people paying attention to it now because people probably didn't know what this stuff was. Like I got friends in Connecticut. They didn't know what this stuff was, bro. I'll keep it 100. Like they know about rap. Like they be knowing more stuff than me sometimes. Like in terms of certain rap I don't listen to on the daily. You know, they be putting me on about stuff. Like I remember I brought up Pop Smoke, the most popular person in the drill rap scene last summer to some of my boys like in Connecticut. They had no clue who he was. They didn't know what Brooklyn drill even was. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like some of him. They didn't know what Brooklyn drill was. You know, by Travis Scott, Gotti. It was like, come on, that's Travis. You know what I'm saying? Travis is huge in the burbs and all that. So we going to see we going to see who fill them shoes. Yeah, man. There's a lot of dudes coming up right now. You know, and I wouldn't be mad if they collectively could help fill that gap. You know, because if enough people get hot and stuff like that, that's gonna help. You know what I mean? And that was the dope thing about Pop. When Pop got on, he brought everyone with him, literally, like literally. You go back to that Hot 97, that first interview, his literally first interview. I did a video on it too. He brought mad dudes with him in that room, and 5 Year Foreign was literally like right behind him. I remember just seeing him post him and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, I mean, damn, Favi. I'm like, damn, he brought the goons with him. Like, damn. Crystal paper, fry the toe, roll a for my spliff, smoke it ops to the face. I bet you bitch, you know my treasure, you better. The hoes, you heifer. That is really, Ernest, Patricia. Yeah, bro, I'm about to get off this, come back on later. You know what I'm saying? Stay up today. It's warm outside. You said I think King can do it, but he got to get his mind right. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he said he'll be home soon and stuff like that. That's what he says, bro. But yeah, I'm getting up on like Coca said he was. You know what I mean? He said that's what I saw, bro. Like he said, yo, bro, I'll be home. He said, yo, I'll be home soon. You know what I'm saying? Like once I saw that, I was like, oh, it's lit. It's lit. Like Coca, oh my god, because it's been kind of quiet. That's why it's been kind of quiet though. I'm not gonna lie, because that. He said, it's officially signed. It's official, bro. Yeah, I keep it 100. I didn't know if it was official already. Like you know what I'm saying, it was way too early to be saying, yo, it's official. Because whenever dudes, you know what I mean, with the whole signing thing, they kind of take a while, I guess. You know what I mean? He just, you know what I mean, he's like on it. Dudes be trying to rob these labels. I don't know. It's valid on his IG. He said it's official 10-7 10-17 or something straight up like that. R.I.P. Nick Blicky 10-17. We out here. And he was standing next to a Rolls Royce, and he was fly, and he looked clean and stuff like that. Like he looked like he was staying at the Ritz or something like that. Like. Like you know. and rappers, it's not that hard to know like if somebody's signed or something like that, bro. He's fly. He really didn't used to dress like that. She gave me him in the back of the car because he needed it. Hey, hey, hey. Good dance. Tournament. But yo, bro, I'm about to get off this, you know. About to do some daily human activities, open doors for old ladies. I'm about to holler at y'all.